everyone, welcome back to Studio Lou. Today I have a journal flip through for you. This is the London Bridge is Falling Down journal that I made from the book, an illustrated book of London Bridge is Falling Down. I really fell in love with this book because it was just, the illustrations were lovely. You can see on the cover how the city of London has been illustrated. Both of the covers are from one cover of the book. I'll show you the original book cover. So this is the front of the book cover. I used the back, so that's what the book cover and kind of the aesthetic of the journal looked like. Or sorry, the book itself, not the journal, although the journal aesthetic is really the same. So basically this journal, it has 3 signatures. It is a hardcover, and I just used the cover and I inked around it in green, and I used, this is a fabric covering for the spine made from my own batiqued fabric. It's a cotton, and then I used this nice trim, and on the front I added water on the sky, water sky, and some stars from the book, because like the whole book, it's very much like the sky and the water kind of reflecting each other. Like that's a really nice kind of theme in the book. And then tied to the signatures are these little clusters of fabric, and they're just, there's something really cozy about this. I just kind of came up with it as I was making this journal, and I really like how it feels. So it's like kind of a cuddly book, if that makes any sense at all. You should work on it while you're in your bed and be cozy. So there are some fabric elements down the sides of the journal here, and let's get started. So in the front of the journal, you'll immediately see I've used as the end papers. These are the book pages from the book itself, front and back. On front, I used the original library discarded pocket from the book, and then this is actually another image from the book. There were lots of these lovely little flowers, so I just kind of tore it out and inked it. And then inside, there's a little note from me about my journals. It's like my note from the bookmaker. And then this is a tag that I made from a book page in this journal, and it says, "Traveling can be very peculiar. Be seen in the brilliant sun." And on the back is ledger paper. So that just tucks right in there along with this. And then we have a page from the book, and I covered up the writing with just some dyed blue paper that I stitched around. It sort of just looks like a cloud, and there's some lace along the side here. And then same on the back. And this is a book from a coloring page on cities. So you can color some more coloring book page that's like a maze of leaves. And then this is an architectural painting, basically. And it's got like cool pillars. And then on this side, we have a pocket, and you'll see behind, I've done a bit of a collage on top of the book page. So these are pieces from the coloring book and from the book itself, just all sorts of things about the sky. And then there's a little pastel colored pocket at the bottom. And this is a journal card, so it's like the little carriage going over the bridge in all these beautiful pastel-y colors of this book. And on this side is a jelly print. And then this is a beautiful book page from a book about Canadian native plants. And so this is a pocket that I made on this side. And then this is about harebell, which is a flower. And so it talks about the flower. And then inside is a large journaling tag made from the book page with this super cute, charming rooster. That just tucks in there. And then this is cabbage dyed paper. And then some nice yellow paper, some jelly print. This is a book page, and has all the characters from the book and some of the verse. Off to prison he must go, he must go, he must go. Off to prison he must go, my fair lady. In case you didn't remember the song, I will persuade you with my nasally voice that I have this evening. So here's the whole song. I won't delight you in any further vocal tale here, but it's really cute because the dog and the rooster are wearing like little kilts and like Scottish hats, and they have like, he has a bagpipe and a drum, so it's pretty cute. And so the harmony was reprinted with permission from the Golden Songbook, arranged and selected by Catherine Tyler Wessels, copyright 1945 by Golden Press. And then more of that book page and more jelly print. And on this side we have a little fabric pocket made out of some really cute, I believe it's Tula Pink fabric, or Amy Butler, I can't recall. I think it's Tula Pink. And then this is a journal card that is from the book page. And I just drew this little kind of image of the moon. And then some cabbage dyed paper. And then another of those book page pockets. And this is another large journal card made from the book. This is like the guard at London Bridge with this loop of keys here. And it has ledger on the back as well. And then this is the Oxy Daisy. So it's just some information about that flower. And some more jelly print. And then we have a belly band here with a bee and lots of flowers. It's from a coloring book page, and it's on top of more of that architectural painting page. And then this is a little journal card that I made from the book page with these beautiful flowers. And then I just pulled a little, sort of a half of a sun out of a coloring book and inked around it. So it's a super cute card. That just tucks in there. And then just some pretty paper. And on this side we have, this is coloring book page, and I don't know, hopefully you can see, I'll pop the journal card underneath, but this is an altered paper clip with a thistle on it. That's an image from the book, so that just clips right on over top of the page, and it holds this journal card, which is the dog from the book. And I've done a bit of collaging with some of the stars from the book and just inked around it to give it a little bit more layering. And so that just pops there. And then more coloring book pages. And then more of that stitching like clouds on the original book page. So now we're at the end of the first signature, and we start on the second signature. And here you see that same London Bridge Guard and the rooster and this beautiful moon. And I've just added some silk fabric down the side and a bit of a ruffle for fun. Just some nice texture. And then more of that collaged book page and this nice light violet sheet. And this is some Easter egg dyed pink lined paper. And then the London Bridge is Falling Down book page. And that's the back. The guards are with a bad guy. And then this is some indigo dyed paper. And then this is like a little tuck at the bottom on top of this map of actually Montana. Everyone say hi to Gail Agostinelli. And this is more of the book page. And then we have, this is just a little flip booklet that was made from book page paper from the book. And a jelly print and some nice light baby blue paper. This is one of my digitals. And then this is another nice coloring book page. And this is about the bleeding heart flower. It's a nice book page. And we made a pocket on this side. And that's actually the bleeding heart flower. And then this is about purple saxifrage flowers. And this is a tag made from the book page of London Bridge is Falling Down, with this judge and this cat and this golden gavel in her hand. And it says, "No reason to complain." And I just stuck that there because I thought it was fun. And it has ledger on the back. And then this is actually from a different book of fairy tales, and I just liked these little fairies. And it says, "Millions of massive raindrops have fallen all around. They have danced on the housetops, they have hidden in the ground. They were liquid like musicians with anything for keys, beating tunes upon the windows, keeping time upon the trees." And then this is the short history and notes about the London Bridge. So I'll just read it to you quick because it's fun. The first London Bridge was built of wood by the Romans around the year 43. Although the bridge used in this book is imaginary, it has most of the features of the stone bridge that existed from about 1209, just before the American Revolution. It was a series of about 19 stone arches covered with homes, shops, mills, chapels, and was considered a fashionable and desirable section for most of its life. The chapel you see on the jacket was dedicated to Thomas A. Becket. The full story of London Bridge is a fascinating and colorful one. A good book with lots of pictures is London's River by Eric de Meer. The London Bridge fell down a number of times in its long history, but some writers claim that the song refers to the time King Olaf and his Norsemen tore it down in the 11th century after a battle with King Ethelred of England. The guard's uniform is a composite of the type worn around 1750. The flowers on the bulldog page are from left to right: forget-me-not, Johnny Jump Up, chamomile, harebell, lily of the valley, pink thistle, scarlet pimpernel, and violet. So that's all those flowers that you see throughout the book, and the dog. So just a nice little cute story about the book. And then there's the original song for London Bridge is Falling Down. And then on this side, we have another little book page pocket, more about the saxifrage. And then this little journal card I made from the book page with the moon on it. And it's got some cute oil pastel yellow writing on the, or scribbling on the back. It's just for some nice color. And this is about bleeding heart flowers again. And that is more coloring book page. And my digital again, and the blue paper, and jelly print, and more maps, this time of British Columbia, and more of the indigo dyed paper, and another book page. And then this is about the game that you can play to London Bridge. I don't know if anyone remembers, like when I was a child, we would like, you held hands, and like two people would hold hands, and you'd make a bridge, and you'd kind of capture somebody in between the bridge. And there was like this little kind of sing-song that you did. It brought back a couple memories. So... And then this is the middle of the second and third signature. So I've got this cute pink lace down the side. And this is the bad guy, and the guard and the dog are getting him. And then I just did a little collaging with some dyed paper on this page to kind of look again like clouds. And then you see like a house kind of sinking in the London River there. London Bridge is falling down. More of the pictures. And then this is just some nice shiny purple woven like paper, and it's this nice mauve on the back, and some baby pink paper. And then this is a fun paper. It's kind of like a quilt. It's actually wrapping paper, and it's this nice blue. And then I made a pocket from the book page. And then this is the book plate and some of the flowers on this big tag that I made from the book as well. And on this side, we have another nice little pocket from the book page, and this is another journal card that's been collaged a bit with book page and some coloring book just to make a cute journal card. And then just some nice blue paper, some ledger paper, and then some nice coloring book, and some nice aqua colored paper. And then this is a nice digital of like some vintage wallpaper. And then some little stars and collaging on a book page, and that's the back side of the book page. And this is just the aesthetic of this book. This whole book just makes me so happy. I love this aesthetic. This is about the pitcher plant, which is the provincial flower of Newfoundland. And so on the inside of the signature, I left this whole thing, the Queen Anne's lace. So this is the image. Hopefully you can see it. And then down below is the information about Queen Anne's lace. So I just really thought she was so beautiful, and I just wanted to keep that whole picture intact. And then that's another of the book page with that beautiful yellow and another of the collage pages, and the wallpaper and the aqua paper, just kind of the reverse of what you just saw. More of the coloring book page and the ledger paper, and that blue paper, and that quilt paper, and pink and mauve and purple woven. And then this is another of the book pages, and it just says down, falling down. And that's the back. And now we are at the end. So there's lots of fun ephemera in here. It's not super overstuffed. It's really just a nice writing journal. This whole journal just made me really happy. So I think whomever should decide to pick this journal up will quite enjoy it. I'm going to put it in the shop probably in the next day or two. So thanks a lot for tuning in. All of my social media information, including that about my shop, are down below in the description box. Thank you.